Chris, what is our third main topic today?
This one comes from Darren G. Hey, John and team. I don't know about you, but I had completely forgotten about that Ryan Reynolds Clue movie they announced years ago.
Me too.
They announced it when I first got hired by you.
It
was one of the first stories we covered. Then out of nowhere, I read today that the project is moving forward and they added a new writer, Oren Uziel, who I guess also wrote The Lost City and 22 Jump Street. Are you surprised this is still happening? And what do you think about the writer choice? Thanks.
Darren, my friend, you are not alone. I had totally forgotten about this, which is weird because when they first announced it, there was a moment of, they're making what? Another Clue? But it was Ryan Reynolds, who's, of course, everybody knows my favorite movie star. And you had Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, who were the writers behind Deadpool, and a million other things now. These guys have become super busy in the business. And it's like, all right. I know Anne got real excited. Corey got really excited. A bunch of people got super excited about it. And then, wait, wasn't at one point, who was the lead guy again? He stars in Ozark.
Jason Bateman.
Wasn't Jason Bateman supposed to direct it at one point? Yeah. I think I remember that. I thought at one point Jason Bateman was supposed to direct it. That isn't happening now, if I'm even remembering that right. But you're right. It completely fell off the radar. Totally forgot about this project. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Clue things are starting to trend in my news feeds. And sure enough, it's moving forward. They're moving forward this thing. This thing comes to us from the folks over at Deadline who write the following. Oren Uziel is the co-screenwriter of Paramount's spring hit, The Lost City, which, by the way, I enjoyed The Lost City. I thought that was pretty fun. Is giving 20th Century Studios' Clue movie a big reworking. The first draft of the Ryan Reynolds movie, based on Hasbro's popular Whodunit game, was written by Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick. James Bobbin is attached to direct the live-action pick, which hails from 20th Century E1 and Reynolds' company Maximum Effort Productions. So they had a script. I guess they decided it needed a reworking. My guess is Reese and Wernick are probably super busy. I think they've got like 8 projects on the go right now. And I don't mind the idea of the dude who wrote 22 Jump Street coming in to do it. So I'm totally good with this. Listen, all I know is that while I am not the biggest Clue fan in the world, either the game or the movie, the original movie, I like it, don't get me wrong. Anne owns how many, Ray? Like 9 versions of the Clue board game. Like she's got Golden Girls Clue,
Hell yes.
Supernatural Clue, Harry
like
Potter
Robert
Clue. I mean, just got like everything, every version of the Clue board game she has.
Except Bob's Burgers.
Is there a Bob's Burgers?
Yes, come on, Ann.
Why don't you
can
have
buy-
it?
South Park. I think they made a
Is there
South
a South
Park.
Park?
No. South Park's Monopoly.
Oh, and The
know.
Office. Anne's got the
Yeah.
Office
Yeah, the Office
version
one
of
we
Clue
need.
Bob's
as well.
Burgers, though, I saw at City Walk the other day. So you
should
could
have bought
swoop in
it
and get that.
and gave it to me.
Well, see, there you go.
Why don't you do it? You're her brother. Why don't you be sweet, Ray?
Never mind. So here's the thing, though. I just remember that when they announced it, a lot more people got excited than I anticipated. Like, I was really quite surprised by the amount of reactions I started seeing from our own audience and around the web. People got excited. So this is pretty interesting, Chris. This Clue movie's moving forward. You excited about it?
I'm not. But that's okay. So, Clue is one of my favorite movies of all time. My parents showed it to me as a kid, and I remember seeing Madeline Kahn do flames on the side of my face. And in that moment is when I went, oh, that's what I want to do. I want to be her. And I became obsessed with Madeline Kahn, and then I watched all of Mel Brooks's movies at a very young age, which is probably why I say so many foul things. So I love this movie so much. It is very, very near and dear to my heart. And that's the version I like to watch. Is the remake going to take anything away from that? No. Could it potentially be even better? Maybe. But it is one of those things of, I like this how it is, and I don't really need you to touch it. But it's Ryan Reynolds. And I trust Ryan, and I trust his comedic sensibilities, and I really like all the stuff that Maximum Effort is doing. So maybe I will be pleasantly surprised, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
Rob, what about you?
Well, you know, the thing about Clue is it's an opportunity for actors to really jump into a meaty character role. You know, and you can populate a movie with all of these great actors playing these funny, you know, Professor Plum. And Tim Curry's in the original.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes.
He's great.
You know, I mean, you and I love Tim Curry, and what's not to love about that? Although I would say this, I mean, is it After Party? Okay, there only murders left in the only burnings in the building. There's so many shows now and so many other things, even to a certain extent, Knives Out.
Yeah.
You know, Knives Out's Clue. And I think that there's been a lot of, the script would have to be really great for them to make something, I think, that would excite, there you go, there's Tim Curry, that would excite people. And I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm just saying this is, to me, if I was a screenwriter, I would think this is a daunting task because you better write one hell of a great script.
For sure.
Because you've already got Ryan Reynolds, who is hilarious. I could see him in this. He'd probably be great. And then you've got to surround him with a great ensemble group of actors, and they need a great script. This will live and die based on that screenplay. And that's got to be, it's a tall order, John. But you know what? It could be really good.
I know, but let's not forget, too, this ain't Shakespeare. I mean, and it's not even like one of the great Agatha Christie whodunits or not. I mean, this is a schlock kind of comedy done very well and beloved by millions.
It's a lot of puns. It's a lot of physical comedy.
Right.
Would I absolutely murder someone to be the singing telegram girl? Absolutely.
But that was a very specific iteration. I don't think they necessarily are remaking that movie.
That version?
Yeah, I don't know.
They're probably going to do their own thing, but we'll see.
But you're right. I mean, but still, it has to be funny.
But again, you watch the sensibilities. Again, I'll go to Deadpool on this because Rhett Reese, Paul Wernick, Ryan Reynolds together, right? That's what made me go, okay, you bring that kind of sensibility, that type of humor tinge that you had in your Deadpool films to something like a property like Clue. You could have something really, really good. The other thing to keep in mind, too, is that while we are waxing poetic about Clue, I will venture to guess 50% of our audience or more has probably never seen it because this is an older film. Actually, Ray, what year
it came out in 1985.
85. So, I mean,
and it didn't do well in theaters because they did the alternate endings where they wanted people to go see different versions of it. And so you'd see a movie and be like, wait, that's how it ends? And then someone else would be like, no, it's not. And they thought it would get people to keep going back and seeing it. And it fell flat on its face.
They should have played it how it plays now, where you just see all the endings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's so fun.
I hate alternate endings in movies. Especially with mystery movies. It's because it's like, so it either was one thing or not. So I don't know. It's interesting, but it looks like this thing's back on course. Guys, question is for you. Are you excited for Ryan Reynolds' Clue? They brought on a new screenwriter. Again, he did 22 Jump Street in Lost City, so I'm good with that. What do you guys think? Whatever your thoughts are, jump down to the comment section below and leave your thoughts there. Guys, we want to take a second and thank the sponsor of this video, MasterClass. All of us here at the John Campea Show absolutely love MasterClass. With MasterClass, you can learn from the world's best minds, anytime, anywhere, and at your own pace. You can learn television writing from Shonda Rhimes, improve your comedy skills from Steve Martin, or you can learn filmmaking from James Cameron himself. With over 100 different classes from a range of world-class instructors, that thing you've always wanted to learn is closer than you think. I have personally watched Bob Iger's lessons on business strategy and leadership at least 6 or 7 times. Every time I watch it, I learn something new that I get to apply to my own business as well. And the best thing about it is you don't have to sit down and watch an entire thing all at once. You can watch the individual segments or just as much as you want in any sitting at a time. So guys, when it comes to MasterClass, I highly recommend that you check it out. Get unlimited access to every MasterClass. And as a John Campea Show listener, you get 15% off an annual membership. Go to masterclass.com/Campea. That's masterclass.com/Campea for 15% off MasterClass.